Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be reviewing the... I don't know if you guys saw last week, but GameStop tweeted out that they're going to have a limited stock of Nintendo Switches coming in. And, you know, they're going to go real fast, obviously, but I had to work. And I was pretty worried, but my friend Cody actually went out for me and picked one up. And I'm super excited. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm excited. But before I get into the hardware and the games, I really want to talk about how it's portable. I love it. So this is what the back looks like with the Joy-Cons on it. And then this is the front with the Joy-Cons. I really like the control scheme they have. The buttons are very easy to press, very comfortable. The joysticks are just awesome. They click in as well. The tablet itself has a really nice finish to it. Don't mind the fingerprints, I'm sorry. And I find myself playing it more in portable mode than I thought I would. Because I'm more of a home console guy, but you know what? Being able to just take your home console off the dock and just go wherever you want, it's awesome. And the Joy-Cons come right off. And you can play it freehand or this Joy-Con grip, which I'll show you in a second. And the screen is not bad on it. I mean, it shoots at 720p, 30 frames a second. It's pretty clear. I mean, it's not too good on the camera, but I like it. Alright, and then on top, we have the sleep button, or the power button. And then we have the volume controls. We have the earphone jack, the game cartridge slot, and then we also, on the bottom, have the charger port. Also, you know, where you dock it. So there was one thing I was really skeptical about before buying the Switch, and it wouldn't really damper whether or not I wanted the Switch or not, but it was how the Joy-Con grip felt separate from the system. And I actually love it. You know, it doesn't feel awkward at all. It looks really awkward, but it's not. It feels really similar to a PlayStation 3 controller, and you know, it does feel good. And I've read online that a lot of people prefer the Pro controller, but you know, until you get one, this is not a bad option at all. One thing to mention, when you dock it to play on your TV, there is a couple second delay. Really not a big deal, but whenever you pick it up to play on the go, it's instantaneous. There's no delay at all. And the game cartridges are really, really, really small. They're actually almost half the size of a 3DS cartridge, which is impressive because if you play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on your Switch, it's absolutely gorgeous, and the game's massive. So that's impressive on Nintendo's part. Alright, now let's talk about the console's hardware. I'm actually really excited to talk about this because this doesn't resemble anything Nintendo has done in the past. It almost resembles like an Android operating system, and it's really easy to navigate. Everything's pretty much on your home screen for you to access. Not to mention that they didn't go overboard with it, especially with this being a new console and all. It's simple, and that's all it needs to be. A while back I mentioned that I had a problem with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild being the only major title coming out for the Switch at launch, and boy am I wrong. It's so worth getting the Switch if you want it now, because Zelda deserves every 10 out of 10 it's gotten, every good review that has come its way. It's awesome, it's amazing, and it's beautiful. I definitely recommend buying it. And if you don't have a Switch yet, definitely pick it up for the Wii U, because this game is fun and you will not regret it. A title I picked off the Nintendo eShop was actually called Fast RMX. This game is actually really fun to either play by yourself or with a friend. And it gets pretty competitive. But it's an interesting concept. It's kind of like Wipeout for PlayStation, but it's super fun, and I definitely recommend it as well. There is another thing I want to mention about the Nintendo Switch. The graphics are not bad at all. If anything, they impressed me. They're crisp, they're clear, and I haven't yet to experience like any drop in frame rate. I know a lot of people are graphic buffs, but you know what? There's really nothing to complain about here. And plus, Nintendo never really does focus on the graphics, it's really more on the gameplay. But you know what? In my opinion, they hit a home run this time. Alright guys, that's my take on the Nintendo Switch, and I absolutely love it. Do I recommend you go out and buy it? I think so, absolutely. It's a nerd's delight from beginning to end. And on top of that, if I had to rate it, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. Not because there's any problem with the system, because there's not. I just think there should be more titles for it, but that's just me being impatient. But yeah, it's great. Alright guys, if you could go ahead and like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And you can watch a video to the right, one to the left, and you can subscribe right here. Alright guys, thanks, and I will see you in the next one.